Hey, are you plugged in? Hey, she's plugged in.
We can proceed with the Gledhill matter. That's case heading 2513. And we've got Ms. Paulus, Ms. Whiteway, and Mr. Graves for the state. And then we have Mr. Diaz here for the defendant, who's also present. We are set for the detention hearing today. And happy to hear from the state first.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Matthew has not been seen or heard from since September 20th of 2024. He's not been to work. His family and his friends have not seen him. There's no phone records or bank records, no activity. His military ID and his passport were found in the master bedroom. And the last person to see him alive was the defendant. She also confessed that she loaded Matthew's body into a rooftop storage container, slid him down the stairs, and loaded him into the back of her minivan. She confessed that she took Matthew's body north, dug a hole, and buried him in a shallow grave. It also tracked her there at that location where the truck was located on September 20th. Now, during a search of the defendant's and Matthew's residence, the police observed the following: put his head on the mattress. And that's consistent from the videos that the state has, that the evidence in this case of State Exhibit 8 is that same storage container. You can see that it was duct taped, but I want to note the specific design. This is a screenshot recovered from the defendant's phone, the murder, and that is of the master bedroom. And you can see it looks just like the same phone. In the phone call, the defendant apologizes for telling the informant about what happened. She tells him to not think of her as a monster and to remember her who she was before she opened her mouth. And the defendant responds, quoting, "Well, not if I deserved it. I always preached that I was like the Queen of Hearts in my past lives because I'm like off with their heads. I'm like, if we could just round up the scum of this earth and put them on an island or just kill them all, I could shipshape this country back into a good place." The evidence is significant. The defendant obstructed the investigation by removing the mattress and replacing it days later with a new mattress. The cargo box that had been observed by witnesses at the home on prior occasion was disposed of and then later located. The mattress pillows and the mattress pad were also disposed of and then later recovered. However, the mattress is still missing. The gun is still missing. The very gun that we have video of her handling, and the same gun she showed the informant just days before the murder. Further, the defendant is a flight risk. The defendant told the informant that she would kill herself before spending her life in prison, or that she would flee the state with her children. The search for Matthew Johnson's body is ongoing, and his family just wants to bring Matthew home. And they are concerned that if the defendant is released, she will continue to obstruct those efforts. And for all these reasons, the state has met its burden, and we ask that you hold the defendant without bail. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Paulus.
By the substantial evidence prong. The two biggest factors that cut against the state's requirement of substantial evidence are the lack of a body and lack of a murder weapon. Mr. Johnson is a highly trained special. The state also found a rug, foam mattress topper, and a pillow. What hasn't been provided to me and what I didn't hear the state talk about today is on this mattress topper and on these pillows where this alleged murder is said to have happened, I have yet to see any sort of confirming DNA or blood evidence as it relates to those. And it's the same thing with the rug. So even though those things are confirming of potentially someone, potentially Miss Gledhill, disposing of those things, it's not really on its face evidence of the murder. As it relates to the shallow grave, both Cottonwood Heights Police Department and the Army Reserve has searched all over the areas extensively with not only manpower, but also the use of drones. Still, no body, no weapon. If the court believes there is substantial evidence to support the charges, there's not clear and convincing evidence Miss Gledhill is a threat to anyone or the community. Miss Gledhill has no criminal history and has lived in the Cottonwood Heights area for most of her life. She has a very supportive network of family and friends who know who she is and know her well. My client is more than willing to engage and abide by whatever conditions the court deems appropriate. That includes protective orders, that includes GPS monitoring, and that includes all PR level 5 conditions. She has places that she can live so that there are people that she's around regularly. And so there are conditions that should alleviate the court in her not being a threat to anyone in particular, nor the community at large. So with that, Your Honor, we are asking that you release Ms. Gledhill. We're asking that you release her with ankle monitoring, with PR level 5 conditions, and allow her to fight this case on the outside.
Appropriate. The state here has argued that there is substantial evidence to support the felony charges that have been filed. So I do find that the state has met the burden under the statute to have the no bail hold remain, and that'll be the decision of the court today.